A drunk wanders into a fancy bar late one night and tells the bartender, "I can't pay for a drink, but I'll play you a song on that piano." The bartender sighs and says, "Fine, one cheap whiskey, then let's hear it." To everyone's surprise, the drunk sits down and plays the most beautiful, moving tune anyone's ever heard. "Wow," says the bartender. "What's that called?" "I wrote it myself," the man says proudly. "It's called I Came in Her Hair." "Okay, buddy," says the bartender. "Play another." So the drunk launches into a catchy little melody that gets the whole room clapping. The bartender grins. "Another original?" "Yep," says the drunk. "That one's called Fresh Bowl of Turds." The bartender laughs. "Listen, we just lost our piano player. You can play here anytime you like. I'll keep you in free drinks, but you can't tell your song titles to anyone. Deal?" For weeks it works perfectly. Every night went great until one night he's already stinking drunk when he comes in. He plays as well as ever, but he looks like hell. After a couple of songs and drinks, he takes a break and goes into the men's room. When he comes out, he looks even worse, and on his way back to the bench, he bumps into a customer. "My goodness," she says. "You know there's vomit on your shirt and your dick is hanging out? Know them? I fucking wrote them." 4 people sit in a train carriage: a striking blonde, a nun, a Brit, and a Frenchman. The train plunges into a tunnel and, in the instant of total darkness, a single, unmistakable slap rings out. When the light returns, the Frenchman is rubbing a flaming red cheek, bewildered. The nun thinks, "That scumbag must have tried to grope the blonde. She slapped him for it." The blonde thinks, "That scumbag was probably trying to touch me. Touched the nun by accident and she slapped him." The Frenchman thinks, "I bet the Brit was trying to touch one of them. They thought it was me and slapped me." The Brit, meanwhile, is quietly plotting, "Next tunnel, I'm going to slap him even harder." Little Jimmy is spending the weekend with his grandparents. One afternoon, he's helping Grandma in the garden when he says, "Grandma, I need to pee." Grandma frowns and replies, "Jimmy, that sounds very dirty. From now on, when you need to pee, just say you need to whistle instead." Jimmy nods. "Okay, Grandma." That night, after a long day, Jimmy falls asleep between Grandma and Grandpa. In the middle of the night, he wakes up and turns to his grandpa. Softly, he says, "Grandpa, I need to whistle." Grandpa whispers back, "It's late, Jimmy. You'll wake Grandma. Why don't you just whistle quietly in my ear?" One rainy night, a taxi driver noticed an arm waving from the shadows of an alley. Before he even came to a full stop, someone jumped into the cab and slammed the door. When he glanced in the rearview mirror, he nearly swerved. Sitting in the back seat was a soaking wet, completely naked woman. Trying to steady his voice, he asked, "Where to, ma'am?" "Houston Station," she replied. "Right," he said, pulling away, sneaking another glance in the mirror. Catching him looking, the woman snapped, "What the hell are you staring at, driver?" "Well, ma'am," he said, "I couldn't help noticing you don't have any clothes on, and I was just wondering how you plan to pay your fare." The woman spread her legs, put her feet up on the front seat, smiled at the driver, and said, "Does this answer your question?" Still looking in the mirror, the cabbie asked, "Got anything smaller?"